once you put your mind into that positive frame of finding ways to encourage and to lift up, they need that more than they need your sales knowledge. And giving them a lecture on how to sell the house and how to show the house. No, that's nice, you got to know that, but that's just kind of part of the game. But showing up at the funeral, showing up at a party, a kid's party or something, will cement a relationship. And they'll remember it long after they forgot all the rest of it. Start looking for the other ways to say thank you and to bond with your people to lift them up. I probably told you everything I know. I probably told you more than I know. Just a couple other examples. The biggest problem I found in growing up and building a business was focus. The lack of focus. And I have all sorts of examples where we were building the business, but we got distracted with outside, different interests, different businesses we would think. Well, we know how to run a business. We'll go buy that business. We'll run that business. And every time I did that, I discovered that I didn't know how to run that business, or how little I knew about that business, and that I ought to keep my nose in my own business and see how big I can really make it. Because when we started our business of the way we market, nobody had ever gone any farther than 25 million in sales. And so I had a guy who was taking people on tours of our little factory, and he would say, oh, someday we're going to be doing 100 million. We were probably doing about 25 then. And I went over and caught him, and I said, hey, don't talk like that. Nobody's ever taken this business, this type of business, that far. They tend to break apart before they get to that level. So don't talk too big about how big it's going to be. When we went through 100 million, we had a party for all the employees. But I stopped doing that because we were having parties every week, every time we did 100 million more. As you know, a billion is 1,000 million. You have to put your mind around that when you think about dollars and revenue and incomes and so forth. But when you talk about people who are into those big numbers, they are big numbers. And so I had a hard time getting my mind around the numbers. I never really focused on them until one day I was on a tour of the company at Christmas time and was walking around. I walked into a room and there were a whole bunch of people sitting in there. I'd never seen them before. I said, what do you guys do? They said, we count your money. You know, you got a lot of money flowing through this place. Somebody's got to count it.